500 brothers, welcome back. I am Stella. Continue what happened in the previous section. After escaping from the Adif and returning to Vier, a few days later, Rudy and his teacher decided to come home. When we got there, the sun set. Even if it's only for a few days, when I saw the house, Rudy feels so nostalgic. I'm back. Yes, I'm happy, Anishun. As soon as Rudy opened the door, he saw Ayisa coming out of the living room. She seemed surprised. I didn't think his brother would be back so soon. You're back. You found a way to save Nanushi-san. Or if you come here, Asa shows an insecure face. Rudy slowly rubs her head. It's a journey after many years back home. What's wrong with Anishin? Nothing, Nanushi will be fine. I'll explain the details to Rosie and Young. Are you at home? Rosie's at school in the upper room. Lilia is doing laundry and Janice is sleeping. Then talk to Laya and Rosie. After a while, Rossi appeared with slightly tangled hair. Her face is red. Maybe she's sleeping. I'm glad you got back to Rudy. I'll explain right here. But before. That's it. Rudy reached out and pulled Rossi into his lap. You promised you'd come back safe, and now you've done it. Rosie seemed a little surprised, but also put her arms around her. Past days. Rudy remembered this hug so much. Then the family meeting begins. Rudy calmly told the story. Everything that's happened in the last few days. Don't forget the details of Jenny's curse. The goal is to get people to pay more attention into abnormal symptoms. If there's going to be both Rudy and Safi, we'll be in the city. Return at least once every 10 days. Rudy learns summons from Perispero. Sophie is following Ariane. It seems that the couple are not exemplary students, but with the knowledge available. They're out of school and they're not in detention. This visit is for the purpose of such an announcement. Right then, Selfie fatigue up to the bedroom, and she's relaxing in the bathroom. There is no night fighting or farming today. Sitting in the warm water, mind, Rudy kept stopping thoughts of power. You can see Autofair. Moore and the soldiers have not fought at all. Rudy knew he was lucky, but it won't be the same next time. So we need to be quick, improve your own strength. To do that, the trump card, or that the strategy of fighting the strong is indispensable. See if it can hurt the target. At a high level is Adif. Too bad, but also very risky. So Rudy, want to improve the use of electricity to the point where you don't get jerked, even if it's underwater. Rubber body wrap doesn't seem so good. You need to finish studying in front of you. Summoning and teleportation magic of Pericus. If you're fluent in it, Rudy, I think I can move as soon as I get in trouble. That's right. The more forbidden's magic, the more motivated you are to learn. This reward of Pericus is really great. Suddenly, Rudy, remember that I still need to do something else to improve the power. What is it? I forgot about it. Up to this point, you just realized you're kind of oblivious, kind of excited. Do something great and then forget about it. It's not a big drawback, but it can be fatal for anyone who thinks that. Rudy wants to write down ideas in a notebook. You've finally decided to keep a diary. It's not just a diary, but also the illustrations. List of weaknesses. Important tasks and solutions. I think so, Rudy. Get out of the bathroom immediately and went down to the study to find a notebook. It'll be something you can relate to for the rest of my life. The first is write about what happened in the last 10 days. Pick up your pen and write. I don't know when Rudy fell asleep. In a dream, you find yourself in a white room, deleted and empty. Hitogami appears. Hi, the same lotus face, smiling face. I just saw his face. Rudy's thoughts were fading. Long time no see. The last time we saw each other was 2 years ago. A lot of things happened that time. You advised me not to go to Beggarito. This is nothing new to you, though. That's right. You didn't show up for 3 years. Remember the old days? I was still in despair. Dad, you look much better than you did back then. Also, indeed, Tio married living peacefully. It's a life I never dreamed of. When I was a kid, become acquainted with Percy Jackson. It caught Athena's eye. I'm not happy about that. It's all thanks to your own training. Really, if I didn't learn Waterlord magic from Rossi, maybe I couldn't go back at this point. That targeted attack was effective. Of course that magic is powerful. I'm sure it could be useful against Austin. Austin again! That kind of magic can pierce through the air and numb. Paralysis throughout the body. There's no way to fight it. But if it's Austin, then he can use the ghost to hasten it. In aggregate, he's stronger. But you can still win. No, not most of the magic I use. It's just stuff. So they don't work very well for Austin. Maybe it's because I'm not motivated. I don't hate Austin, but I've been to 6 hells. I can't say I don't regret it, but it wasn't the wrong decision. I couldn't take your advice back then. Well, the decision is up to you. So what happens if I don't go? If you don't go, your father won't have to die. More, you'll have 2 animal princesses by your side. And live a happy life. Because of me, Pawn had to die. It's because of you. He wants to prove himself in front of you. He was caught off guard, but this... If you don't go, he could have saved your mother. And, of course, Rosie. How can that be? What I did was meaningless. But when I found Rosie, she's selling her life to death. You said she'd be fine. Even if I didn't save her? Even if you don't go, Rossi, Sao will be saved. It is her destiny to be saved. How can that be? What kind of fate are you talking about here? The merchant you helped. Without him, he'll be late. The day the merchant arrived, there's an insurance company there. That insurer would buy something from the merchant's name. A magic stone. But if the merchant is late, maybe he bought something else. The other thing is Sayao, the moving labyrinth map. How can something like that be sold there instead of at an adventure club? The professor couldn't convince the swordsman. Then he'll think of a plan. Recruit many adventurers to conquer the labyrinth by selling maps at very cheap prices. It turns out that's it, because the scribe sells the same maps. So the adventurers would think they can conquer labyrinth with that map. Rossi will be saved. They will meet your father at the entrance to the labyrinth and conquer it together and rescue Rossi. And then the number of people in the party increases. They continue to explore the labyrinth and gradually save their mother. It's what you think. Compared to you, it will take about 2 years. They saved your mother right now. I can't believe it. But that's exactly fate. So why is that going to happen? I don't know what the future holds. Maybe I shouldn't go. God damn it, should I have listened to you? But that means I'm not going to marry Rossi. She will love the one who saved her. But look, he doesn't feel like her. If that's the case, nothing bad will happen to me. I love Rosie, but Pawn has to die. I married Rosie, but Pawn lost his life. I can't feel good about this. I don't regret marrying Rossi. She was a good wife, and she's happy to be married to me. But if Rinia and Pukina are like this, I think I'll be happy too. Not everyone will be like that. But when I found out about this, there's no way I'm going to marry Rossi. God damn it, it's over. There's nothing I can do, even if I regret it. There's no turning back time. I'm living a happy life now. Maybe I took the wrong path. Even though I regret it, but it's not a bad thing. I would think so. You're really optimistic. Back to the main topic. Why did you call me here today? Or do you want to warn me of something? No, it's nothing serious. Not exactly advice. It's just that today we have a request. Ask the people. It's weird. Why has this never happened before? Sometimes we even need help. Whatever, just tell me you. What I want sometimes I think. Just listen to your advice. I've been suspicious of you so far. What a relief to Sao. Because you helped me so much. I shouldn't have doubted you instead. I thought I was being played by a playboy. You look down on me. I'm Hitogami. I'm the god of man, you know? Why are we leaving? Is there a hobby that encourages others to have fun? I'm not going to hurt people just for fun. Nothing serious this time. I just want you to come down, basement, and make sure nothing out of the ordinary happens. If you don't find anything, there's no reason. That's what we want. Make sure nothing is abnormal. Why, no, I understand. This time I will believe you. I'll do, as you say, and see what happens. So, why thank you? Rudy's consciousness fades in the spring. You thought I saw Hitogami's smug smile. Open your eyes, the light of the candle flashing in front of Rudy. There's the moon shining down the window. The house is completely quiet. Everybody's asleep. Turns out Rudy fell asleep while he was writing his diary. There's droplets on the paper. It broke and I wrote it again. Reached out his hand to tear the paper. Rudy realized he had a blanket on his shoulder. It was Sophie or Rossi who built it for you? Recall the content of the dream. Rudy quietly put the diary away and went to the basement. This room is at the foot of the stairs. Take a few steps to the basement. Really? Rudy didn't understand because Sao had to listen to Hitogami. But obviously, everything is proving that he has no ill will. Even if you resist, then sure, Hitogami. I also get annoyed every time I give advice. Thanks so hand. The enemy decided that from now on it would be hard to obey. Hitogami a little. Maybe you have a relationship though. Mutually beneficial to him. After wearing the shirt, gently opened the door of the study. Rudy suddenly noticed. In the room, there's the presence of that AI. Turn around and look, there's no one. Maybe it's imagination. This room has no place to hide. But when I was about to go down to the basement, Ruby once again realized that there was an eye. Except you're in the room. Turn back for the second time. Rudy saw it there. On the chair, there's a man wearing a white shirt. An old man with obvious wrinkles on his face. His hair is white. An unshaved face feels dirty. Look at the gas. You can see that this old man has gone through many battles. Paralysis, cup-sharp eyes, and different eye color. His mouth was muttering with surprise. We have succeeded, Sao. The old man began to look around with his eyes squinted, filled with deep emotions and thoughts. As soon as he looks at his hand and touched my belly, his face suddenly became smiling. Self-parade? No, we've lost 7. Why do we succeed? He looks quite familiar, but Rudy couldn't see it. Looks like Shuros, Eris's grandfather. Who are you, Hitogami? When he heard this name, he looked at Rudy. You remember that reaction. Austin used to make the same look. It wasn't that he shook his head and looked straight into Rudy's eyes. It's an intense look as if pulled into. You can't turn your face away. When I look at the door, he wanted to ask something and the thin finger against the door. Immediately the door moved with a thunder. Let Rudy the pig wonder what he's done. Then Mr. Lao responded to Rudy's confusion with glaring eyes, full of determination. Don't go down to the basement. You've been tricked by Atomi. Rudy is right. Wait, who were you before? Where did you come from? The old man opened his mouth and quickly closed it. After thinking for a while, he spoke again. My name is... Rudy immediately felt like the sky had fallen. The name he just said. It was your name in a previous life. The only thing you know. I'm from your future. You said you were me later. I've been you since about 55. Rudy was stunned. I don't know if I should believe this old man. But he knew your name in a previous life, in this magical world. The transfer is happening. Back to the past is not difficult to understand. Sorry for the words like in Hollywood movies. But I really don't have time to explain this teleportation magic. Just listen to me. Rudy stands with Hollywood movie words. This old man is definitely connected to the world. Your previous life. Maybe he's really you. There are some similarities in appearance, but those glaring eyes, it's overcast as if it's boring to kill. It's clear that the eyes are not of the living. Rudy wonders if he'll ever be like that. It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. But the old man is serious. There's nothing in the basement. He sighed and said so. And Rudy looked dumbfounded into the air. I went down to the basement and thought there was nothing. And the next day I heard him. Hitogami said if nothing is good. I felt very secure. The old man grimaced with an extremely unpleasant attitude and keep talking, but that's a mistake. I'll explain now. And then he touched his finger to his forehead, as if remembering the old story. The index finger of the left hand isn't amputated. Listen carefully, this is possible. There's a mouse in the basement. A sick mouse. It has the unusual feature of teeth like amethyst. I don't know where that rat came from, or when it got in. It could be from the 6 demons or up in the air, sneak into the luggage, even if it doesn't matter. Talk about here. The old man opened his palm and clenched it tightly. Punch when you go to the basement. The mouse panicked and ran away. He went to the kitchen 6 times over yesterday's leftovers, and the next day he died. Someone threw his body away. That leftovers will be given to a cat. Wild the next day. But before that happens, Rosie is hungry. Go downstairs and eat some of that leftovers. As a result, she's infected with a rat. It's phantom disease, a type of naughty disease. It can only be cured with body-level detoxification magic. It's going to turn people's bodies into magic stones. I didn't realize it at first, because that phantom disease is extremely rare. Pathogenic bacteria get inside the body. And it's only possible. Land disease to the subject when there is other life inside. I mean, at the time, no. Rossi is pregnant right now. Only pregnant women get that disease. I studied it later and was amazed. But Rossi hasn't. She's pregnant. Think about it. How many times? Well, that's not a given. Why do you hear that? Rudy is so happy. But quickly get serious again. Tell the old man's story. Mouse disease ghost jelly, because they have the stamina for it. We can easily identify pathogens from the colored teeth. They're purple pears. The disease will also land to where that rat bit. It's only transmitted through the mouth. And the pathogen doesn't last very long. It will disappear after about a day at most. And the infection rate is very low. The only people who are infected are the fetus inside. Women are pregnant. The pathogenic bacteria that grow inside the fetus, gradually turning the fetus, and then turn the mother's body into magic stone. If you just go there now, the basement, and let that rat out, the next day you will hear it. I say lamented that I found a dead mouse. Exotic finish this morning too. Next week you will be told there's a cat infected with magic stone that's been found. And then Rossi got sick. 35 after you. That can tie all those little events together. So what happened to Rosie? She's dead. With that cruel answer, 2 went silent. Rosie is sick and has to stay in bed. You'll understand as soon as you see her feet, becoming a magic stone. But it can't be cured. I tried it, right? The old man looked sad and looked at the ground. I saved her at all costs, even when it comes to the Millis, and get the body-level detoxification spell. But a lot happened in the process, and it takes a lot of time. By the time I got back, it was too late. Rosie's half-body crystallized and she died. Then, he quickly raised his face and glared at Ruri. With scary looks, don't let Hitogami fool you. If you had knowledge in a previous life, you must understand. He is the source of all evil in the world. The last boss. But why would he want to let Rossi become rare like that? I don't know until now, but he's definitely acting for some purpose. He finally said it himself. Thanks for being stupid to listen. It's happening exactly what we want. That wise guy. When Ruri got here, he became extremely confused. Hitogami, Rossi, Sylphie. Truths from the future. Whether it's true or not. Keep an eye on what's next in the next video. Brothers, thank you for listening. Hello and see you later.